Now, the second type of past tense is past continuous. So, past continuous, the structure of past continuous would be subject plus be forms. Here we are using because it is continuous tense. Usually, to express continuous tense, we use be forms, but it is past continuous, so we are using past be forms. That is were or was. Subject plus be form plus present participle form plus the rest of the sentence. Take this example. He was waiting for you. He was waiting for you. Was is the helping verb which we are using here. That is be form, the past be form. So he was waiting. Waiting is the main verb which is used in present participle form. That is verb plus ing form. He was waiting for you. That means some action which was in progress in past. They were waiting for you. The same way we have constructed one more sentence, but I have changed the person here. Here they I have used. So the verb, the helping verb is changed accordingly. So I have used a plural subject. So plural verb I am using. They were waiting for you. Take the here one thing you have to remember. If the subject of the sentence is I, she, he, or any singular noun, then the auxiliary verb was is used. So with the singular subjects we use was, with plural subjects we use were. This thing you have to remember. With singular subjects we use was, with plural subjects we use were. So how to construct a negative statement is very simple. We have to you add not to this be form. That is, he wasn't waiting for you. He wasn't waiting for you. That means to the be form we are adding not to make it a negative sentence, and the structure is same: subject plus helping verb plus not plus present participle form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. And to frame questions, what we do is we simply bring this helping verb to the front of the sentence. That means, was he waiting for you? Here, he wasn't waiting for you. We just brought this helping verb to the front of the sentence to make it a question. Was he waiting for you? Wasn't he waiting for you? This is a negative question. This is a positive question. Was he waiting for you? Wasn't he waiting for you? So was is a helping verb, waiting is the main verb which is in present participle form, and this is a question structure. And when it comes to uses of this past continuous, we use this past continuous to refer to actions in progress in the past. The actions which were in progress in the past, to refer to actions which were in progress in the past. So see this example. I was waiting for bus at 7 p.m. yesterday. A particular time reference, a past time reference is given here. So yesterday, that is past time. At 7 p.m., particularly at this time, I was waiting for bus. I was waiting for bus. That means I'm using this past continuous to express some action which was in progress in the past. Now, take the second use. Combination with simple past to refer to an action which started before the action in the simple past. That means if two actions, if we are referring to two actions, that's two past actions. Two past actions, and in those two past actions, one action was in progress. One action was in progress, and the other was referred as simple past tense. That means here, see the example, it would be clear for you. My mother was praying when I went home. Two actions we are referring to. Okay, one was in progress, and the other happened. One was in progress, the other happened. Here, to refer to an action which started before the action in the simple past. That means, which action happened first? This. And this was in progress. Okay. After that, when it was in progress, this happened. Okay. When this action was in progress, this happened. That means mother started praying at a particular time, and that action was in progress, and this happened in the middle of this action. That means my mother was praying when I went home. Here we are using this present continuous to show something happened, something started before this action. That means the action which is referred in simple past tense. My mother was praying when I went home. Here we are referring to two actions. We kept one action is in present continuous to refer that this action was in progress. Now we have the third use of this past continuous. Provide a time frame of an action. To provide a time frame of an action. That means here, when I was working in the State Bank of India, there was a robbery. That means in a particular time frame. That means in a particular time frame. That means in his working period, means maybe for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, in that duration something happened. That means he is referring to some time frame. In that particular time frame something happened in the past. So when you are referring to a time frame of an action, you are supposed to use a past continuous. When you are referring to time frame of an action in the past, you are supposed to use past continuous to refer to that time frame. When I was working in the State Bank of India, that means the period of his working. In that particular period, something happened that there was a robbery. So we have three uses of this past continuous. One thing is we use this past continuous to refer to actions in progress in the past. That means which were in progress in the past. And second thing is it's a combination. That means we use this past continuous in combination with simple past. Why we use this is just to say that something was in progress when something happened. That means one action was in progress when the other action happened. So to refer to such a sequence, we use this past continuous. And third one is to say something happened in a particular time frame or time period. That means in past, like when I was working in the State Bank of India, that means in that particular period something happened. So two actions here we are referring to two actions. In a particular time frame something happened. To express that we used a past continuous. This is all about past continuous. Now we take the third type of past tense, that is past perfect. And perfect itself indicates that we have to use have forms here as helping verbs. And see the structure of the sentence, the positive sentence structure I am showing you. Subject plus had plus past participle plus the rest of the sentence. Had is the helping verb which I have used because it is past. If it is present, then I'm supposed to use have or has, but it is past tense, so I'm using had as helping verb. And of course it's a perfect tense, so I'm using have forms here. And now the main verb should be in V3 form, that is past participle. So see this sentence, they had bought a new car. They had bought a new car. Something happened in the past. Okay, and they is the subject, had is the helping verb, have form I have used, and bought is, that is in past participle, that is V3 form, and they had bought a new car. This is the structure of the past perfect tense. Now here, because we kept the sentence in past perfect, here no particular time reference when they bought the car, there is no particular time reference. Now see the negative structure of the sentence, they hadn't bought a new car. Simply they have added not to make it a negative statement. So to the helping verb had, I've added not to make a negative statement. They had not bought a new car. They had not bought a new car. See the question, we have brought this helping verb to the front of the sentence. See, had plus subject plus past participle plus rest of the sentence. Had they bought a new car? This is the question. Had they bought a new car? So we kept the auxiliary verb in the front of the sentence and then subject and then past participle form and then the rest of the sentence, and this is the structure of the question. When it comes to the uses of this past perfect, we use this past perfect to refer to past in past. Past in past, that means, see here, for example, till my 10th class, that means I'm talking about my past. Till my 10th class, this is past. I had been very outspoken. This is something which happened in the past. Okay, past in past. So I had been very outspoken. So such kind of actions are expressed in past perfect. See the next second use is which action happened first. So if two actions happened in the past, to know which action happened first, we use past perfect tense. That means, see in this example, when I arrived at the station at 9 a.m., the train to Delhi had already left. Here we are referring to two things. One is arrival at the station, the other one is train leaving the station. Two things happened in the past. So which thing happened first? Is it arriving or the train leaving? Train leaving happened first. So to refer which, to say which thing happened first, we keep that action in past perfect and the other action in simple past. So here when you see this sentence, so by looking at this form, that is past perfect form, we come to know that before he arrived the station, the train left. So when you are referring to two past actions, to know which action happened first, we keep that action in past perfect, the other action in simple past. So in this sentence, this action, that means the train leaving the station, happened first. So we kept that in past perfect, and the other action, this we kept in simple past tense. That means this action happened first, that action next. So this is how we use this past perfect. And third thing is, in reported speech, we use this past perfect, like after said, told, asked, explained, thought, wondered. So after these words, usually we use this past perfect tense. I told her, here, I told her that I had left my place. This is in indirect speech. When you are referring to indirect speech, immediately after these reporting verbs, like I told is a reporting verb. I told her that I had left. Had left is in past perfect tense. Usually in the reported speech, after these reporting verbs such as said, told, asked, explained, thought, wondered, we usually use the past perfect form to construct the sentence. So we have three uses of this past perfect tense. One is to refer past in past. Past in past. Till my 10th class. This is, we are referring to something past. And in that past, you are referring to something past again. I had been very outspoken. Like which action, to know which action happened first. When you are referring to two actions, past actions, to know which action happened first, we use this past perfect tense. And the other one is in reported speech, after the reporting verbs like said, told, asked, explained, thought, wondered, after these reported verbs, we use this past perfect tense. So here we have one thing which we have to remember. If there is a time indicator, like before or after, these words refers to time. These are time indicators. If these time indicators are there in the sentence, then both the actions can be indicated in the simple past tense only. if we are referring to two actions, that is two past actions, and if such time indicators are used in that sentence, then we have to keep these two actions in simple past only. There is no need of putting one action in simple past and one in past perfect. Instead, we can keep both the actions in simple past only. See here, example, the train left before I went to the station. Here two actions we are referring, two past actions. One is the train left, that is one action. I went to the station, this is second action. Here we are using a time indicator before. So here we are referring to two past actions. Got it? Usually if we refer to two past actions, what we do is, to know which action happened first, we keep one action in past perfect. The action which happened first, we keep it in past perfect. The action which happened next, we keep it in simple past tense. That is the rule. But here we are using a time indicator before, so there is no need of putting the action in past perfect, because before itself indicates that this action happened first. The train left before I went to the station. So what happened first? The train left before I went to the station. So which action happened next? Going to the station happened next. So train leaving happened first. So before, like when we use such time indicators in a sentence, when we are referring to two past actions, and when we use this before or after as time indicators, then there is no need of using a past perfect in the sentence. Here see, he has left for Delhi yesterday. He left for Delhi yesterday. Both the sentences mean the same, but here yesterday is a time expression, a past time expression. When we see such past time expressions in a sentence, we have to keep that sentence in simple past tense only. So if you see such past time expressions, that is yesterday, last year, last month, last week, so such past time expressions, if we see in a sentence, we have to put that sentence in simple past tense only. We should not make that sentence in past perfect tense or present perfect tense. Sorry, we should not make it in a present perfect tense, but instead we have to make it in a simple past tense only. This is one more thing which you have to make a note of.